Notice this. This is first principles. I want to start with something really important. This channel is not about answers, it's not about being right, and it's definitely not about explaining things to you. It's about how ideas are born. We live in a time where everything is explained instantly. It's summarized, solved, packaged into conclusions. And somehow, the more answers we get, the less we actually think. At some point, I realized something myself. The thing I was missing wasn't motivation, it wasn't direction, it wasn't even purpose, it was thinking. Not overthinking, not analyzing for the sake of analyzing, but real thinking. Connecting things, breaking them down, and arriving at conclusions on my own. That's what this channel is about. You don't need to know One Piece to understand what I'm about to say, but One Piece is probably the clearest example of the idea. For over 2 decades, one story has kept millions and millions of people engaged, without giving them clear answers, without explaining everything, without closing all the loops. And that's not an accident. One Piece survives because of the details. It survives because of an idea. One powerful idea. Strong enough to generate characters, conflicts, words, and meanings without ever being fully explained. That's why I like to say One Piece is not about treasure, it's about the idea behind it. And here is the important part, no spoilers needed. The older generation in the story never gives answers directly. They don't explain the truth. They don't finish the thought for you. They point. They hint. They step aside. Because answers kill curiosity. But direction keep ideas alive. And that's the exact philosophy behind this channel. Here we break things down to their first principles. Not to tell you what to think, but to show you how ideas are built. Stories, systems, beliefs, even your own conclusions. Everything begins with idea. And ideas only stay alive when you engage with them yourself. If something you hear here stays with you a little longer, if it makes you pause or question something you thought was obvious, then this channel is doing its job. That's it. Notice this. This is first principles.